How can you wake up and say God doesn't give babies?
It is not God that gives children. Damina said, God does not give babies. Yes, sir, I said so. I'm not disputing.
Something Zachariah went dumb for. The way Christianity is going, you become Eddie and your spirit man will be lean because you want to be intelligent. The angel came and met Abraham and Sarah in their old age and said, by this time next year, your wife will be with a child. If biology is what produced children, they should have produced it. They should have. For 75 years they tried. It's beyond biology. All good and perfect gift comes from God. Science cannot prove God. Science can discover a part of his works. Because even the laws of science are established on the faithfulness of God. They are not created, they are discovered. You don't create the law of gravity, you discover it. It's there. And you need to understand, for us to build around those laws, we can only successfully build around them because they are constant. You can't build around God's faithfulness and come back and say it doesn't exist. It's foolishness. So it takes a fool to say in his heart that there's no God. Everything as touching our physical earth, when you study to understand it, you know they are precise. And sometimes if you have a measure here and you lack something there, you have a disrupted state. The distance between the earth and the sun, it was a bit farther, will freeze. It was a bit closer, will burn. It means the earth can't be a big bang. God is taking responsibility. I lay the foundations, I build the lines, I fast in the depth. Not all things are literal. The end time church must wake up. The attempt to remove God from the equation. The devil who could speak and angels fell. Don't overrate yourself in front of such being. The only chance you stand is Christ. You are not that strong. I was born in a Christian home. I can't do this. Shh. It is Christ in us, the hope of glory. That's the only chance. You hear thoughts in your mind. Strange thought. Where is God? Who is God? Where did he come from? What's the proof that this Bible thing we're holding is even true? Who was there when Jesus came? When people die, where did they go to? Who has gone there to come back and tell us? Does he have proofs like video recording, cameras, and all that? Your head starts spinning. So that's why you need Bible study. Because what the devil is presenting now is that the fact that you have those questions means you are smart. You are smarter than the rest. All those who are Christians, they are fools. Well, you are the smart generation, so you have smarter questions. And when they talk, you look at the things and present the things, and this is deep question. Like even no apostle will be able to even answer this question. And you hear the question, is that all? This question is just a sign that you were not taught, you were not laid on the foundation. And let me tell you this: the danger of mass production of Christians without systematic approach to biblical teaching is that the loopholes where the questions exist will be filled by devils. We can't say it is revival yet, because prayer meetings where people are asking for their personal needs to be met is filled. That's not revival. It is revival when they want to hear God's word. It is revival when we begin to intercede. It is revival when we carry the burden of God. That is revival. Anybody can go before the priest of all those deities to ask for anything. Copying and pasting it in Christianity is not anything special. You just change who you are asking. Period. An average beer parlor runs about 7 services on Sunday. You run into, you say we are the fastest growing church. By what you are sick? Oh, I control the biggest gathering in so and so place. How many people? As against what population? You are still doing 0.005%. Yeah, but we are trying. One high man in the city of the blind. I think God is raising a church that is asking for more.
Now, just like he said, there's obviously a move, an agenda to try to separate God from all these things. Obviously. And the most disturbing aspect of this is that it is coming from the pulpit. There's an agenda to deliberately try to separate God from all these things. When you hear statements like God cannot give children. But look at the way he was able to make this very intelligent submission. If it is purely biology, just like they said, if it is purely biology or biological, all the couples that are looking for fruit of the womb today will not be looking for the fruit of the womb, since it is purely biological. And he used Abraham as an example. Let's look at everything that is happening. You know, the Big Bang theory of course, the evolution of man or the evolution of the world, where they said it was as a result of a Big Bang. And he explained that if the sun is too close, it will be a problem for the earth. If it is a little bit too far, it will be a problem for the earth. So there was a deliberate act at creation. You see, all this wokeness in trying to remove God, now the most dangerous aspect of this wokeness is those that pretend to be Christians. There's a group now, it is very common on social media these days. They will not come out and say, look, we are atheists or we do not believe in these things. They pretend and, gradually try to sow those seeds. They ask controversial questions that, make believers to start doubting their faith. So, just like he said, we cannot remove entirely the God factor in everything. We cannot totally try to remove, in the name of common sense or trying to understand things from a scientific perspective or whatever it is. No, there are so many things today. And when we talk about medical science, personally, I believe that medical science is a blessing. It is God that gave us medical science. Science and God are not mutually exclusive, contrary to popular belief. They are not. It is God that gave us science. So all these things work together. They work hand in hand, and there is God factor.